Hello guys and welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks for the 5th January 2022, which was a Wednesday. It was a very interesting episode actually. There's a lot's been happening and they've been covering a lot of storylines in that one short episode. That's what I love about Hollyoaks, because if you watch other soaps, they cover like two or three storylines in one episode. Like for two or three kind of different sets of characters, but Hollyoaks, they alternate between so many characters. It's that good. We're gonna talk about the Osborns first. So Nancy, Charlie's a bit, kind of a bit annoyed with Nancy, and obviously Nancy's got a lot going as well. She's expecting. She's got Darren as well, who's obviously hiding. She knows who's hiding stuff from her about his whereabouts and such, but he said he was kidnapped. But she obviously doesn't believe that because it just doesn't sound realistic. But obviously, as the viewers, we know he's been kidnapped by Maya and Ethan, and yeah, it's a lot's going on for Darren as well. I really do feel sorry for him. Obviously, he's in love with Nancy, and his feelings for Nancy. Obviously, his life is Nancy. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. And obviously, the fact that she doesn't believe him, and the fact that obviously, yeah, he's let her down in the past, and it's a tough times for them. And but surprisingly and astonishingly, that Nancy and Darren, even with all these problems, they still managed to work things out in the end somehow. I just think they have, honestly, their characters on the set and just their vibe between the two actors are just so magnetic, and it really is magic. And I personally do not know, honestly, any other characters on any soaps or any sitcoms or any TV show that is so synchronized and so in tune like Nancy and Darren. I am not kidding here, guys. Just name me one couple on TV and I'll hold my hands up that, yep, I'm talking about synchronization, that the magnetism and they just got this really magical kind of, I don't know, really know how to explain it, guys. I can't find the words to articulate it, but it is that strong, that their connection. Yeah, I guess we can use connection. And obviously they're in the village having a bit of an argument, and Maya, Darren sometimes calls her Maya, which I find funny, and she overheard. Obviously Nancy's expecting. Obviously Nancy had some sort of I don't know, contraction or something, and or pain. Rushed to the hospital. Turns out it was fine. Obviously they talked it out, Nancy and Darren. They're all good, and then towards the end of the episode, we saw Darren come back with a bag full of shopping, really happy, in a good mood. All of a sudden, sees a midwife there with Nancy. Midwife turns around and it's bloody Maya. Sorry, I should not say the bloody word, but anyway, it's she's like a I don't know what to describe her. She doesn't leave Darren alone, and I just think he's in for it, because as long as she's there on the village, she's just gonna make the Osborns' life a misery. She's just got some sort of fantasization how to make their lives a misery. Anyway, my thoughts is that, I don't know, they need to go away for a bit, like, on holiday, because obviously things are starting to become good with Nancy and Darren, even though Darren disappeared without his fault for a long time. Nancy doesn't believe him, but she still, in her own mind, she still forgave him because obviously she thinks he's lying. Because that's what I just said earlier. Their connection's so strong that they can't live without each other. Put it that way. So I think best for them is just go on holiday until Maya disappears, and Ethan as well. Yeah, they're just big fat troubles there. Anyway, we're gonna move on swiftly to Ethan's brother Dave, the another kind of newish character on the village, kind of wanting to get into good books with Maxine after kind of, saying, basically ignoring or blanking her in front of his own kids, or won't acknowledge that she's his daughter. So it is a big slap in the face, and Maxine has all the rights to. I think she's behaving quite well. If it was anyone else, they would unleash Warren onto Dave, because she's got that power. She's got Warren's backing, and yeah, Warren's basically trying to obviously be a better man himself. So he's not really, unless Maxine asks him, he'll definitely do whatever Maxine tells him to do. But yeah, I think Maxine's kind of leave it. She's kind of happy with Warren at the minute. Things are really good between Warren and Maxine as well, and I think it's quite interesting as well. Their relationship, I think, is quite good. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, do I think Warren's a bit of a he likes Maxine more than Maxine likes him? I think it's very mutual. But I think Warren, he definitely needs someone to rely on, in terms of, because he had a tough life. So for him, it's really important. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I think they really are good together. I think they're another Darren and Nancy, but not as connection. I think obviously Darren and Nancy's like something else. But Maxine and Warren, they're pretty good as well. Don't get me wrong, and quite comical as well. And yeah, I hope they stay like this. I hope no more drama comes, but we know that's not going to happen. Right, we're going to move on to. I think it was Ethan that found the script of Dave's wife. I forgot her name, but that's quite bad anyway. She's obviously a psychologist or a therapist or a psychiatrist, and has Warren's transcripts of him basically admitting to certain stuff, and because that's out now, that's pretty bad. So I think it was Ethan that got hold of it, basically. So it might be a little knock onto Warren's cushy life right now. Yeah. Other than those two storylines, obviously Scott was trying to adopt. Diane, obviously, as you can see in the picture there, her OCDs, obviously she has good days and bad days, and she's not kind of very comfortable with strangers coming into her house, and obviously listen, even myself, I think a stranger coming to my house, I even feel uncomfortable, because I don't like no one kind of touching my things. But obviously someone like Diane, who's obviously suffering from OCD, I can sort of see where she's coming from, because yeah, and Scott and Tony really understood that. They didn't let the social worker go upstairs and have a look. So obviously it is an effect for Scott's eligibility to adopt, but you can just see the love there between Tony, Diane, and Scott. That's another couple, Tony and Diane, guys. Really, really good couple, a magical couple as well. Like, when I would say magical, I mean in terms of the connection on the cast. Like, the cast really, you can tell in real life they get along as well. Otherwise there wouldn't be this like sort of chemistry. Obviously, I'd say Darren and Nancy first. Then I would go to say Tony and Diane. Then I'd go to say probably Maxine and Warren. Let me know below if you think I've missed anyone else out in terms of their great connections. Yeah, I really hope Diane gets better soon. Overall, a fantastic episode. I can't comment any further. I hope you really enjoyed it, and please tune in to the next one. Peace, guys.